Alrighty, this is the entity that is aware that they're monitoring my vagina is being documented, and that's why you have presence in the path outside of the entrance where the fake sun is seated from morning until evening, and the departure from that, and no demon in the driver's seat. Communication devices in hand. The entity engaging in psychological torture, gang stalking with sex offenders, S7SUH671, and Ontario Police keeps the vehicle here while the fake sun is here. Remember, the fake sun is here while the Ontario Police are stalking in the path, engaging in police training at 7:15 in the morning right there at 303 North Euclid Avenue. The Ontario Police are gang stalking right here. A group of those demons wearing Ontario Police uniforms at 1:07 p.m. right here. The entity is maintaining the fake sun over the Economy Inn, where the fake sun is still remaining over that hotel as I step outside of room 242 and also 234, and the entity is maintaining that fake sun over the west end of that hotel. The entity is downstairs surrounding gang stalking with sex offenders who are going to prison, monitoring my vagina. License 1675930, vehicle 1136, under the fake sun, psychological torture while you're documenting. He knows what I'm documenting on my phone. He's monitoring with the sex offenders inside of the venue, and they're engaging in this is audible activity. Why?
Because you're in the middle of the road.
This is a turn circle,
Yeah, see, there's like
and I'm getting ready to cross the street.
cars.
Okay, this is Engineer Light where he's talking, and he's not concerned about my safety. He's monitoring my vagina. What's your badge number? 20177. He's going to federal prison. He's monitoring my vagina. He's a sex offender. Getting out of the street, with regard to getting out of the street under the fake sun while he's engaged in threatening my life and safety and monitoring my genitalia. That's Engineer Light that he's driving in. And he's specifically present while the demons are inside, including this one that works at the veterans desk. He's monitoring my vagina with the Ontario Police as well. He's doing so while he's stalking in the path, not concerned with the conversation, and the significance of that is the proof of what is the fake sun. At 6:24 p.m. I arrived here by around 10 a.m. and the fake sun is right here on video, an image, and I also have it on video. I've been uploading evidence onto YouTube all day long. I go into the restroom. Their demons are surrounding in the men's restroom, the African-American male. You'll see him in images. He is stalking in the path by going to the male restroom. The demons are stalking in the path, surrounding inside of that library, which is filled with Engineer Light. As impossible as this light is appearing in the shade, where this demon who is stalking with the OVITT Family Community Library, this is not sunlight. And you also know it's not sunlight because not only is the fake sun present in the morning at this venue, the entity that's the fake sun is over Economy Inn at the same time that it's reflecting off of the window of the same OVITT Family Community Library, was right there in this position where it's reflecting off of the same building. That's the pattern of stalking with the fake sun. It was here this morning in the same position where it's reflecting off of that window. That's a stalker that works at the veterans desk downstairs, and he's monitoring my vagina with the rest of the demons that are surrounding while the entity worships my vagina. Okay, Impossible Light fills the library where a bunch of sex offenders are pacing in and out with minor children, because that's what that is. The entity is engaging in the P.O.C, and this is the fake sun where the gang stalking immigrants at Economy Inn are maintaining surveillance, and the entity is gang stalking like you saw on video, where that same department that's at 215 E.C. Street under the fake sun. Remember, at 6:03 p.m., the Ontario Police Department is flying in circles for 10 minutes for you to see a spectacular iteration of mental illness and the sexual obsession with the demons that are monitoring as the Ontario Police, the City of Ontario, the people of the state are doing. There's no sun that's over 2301 South Euclid Avenue that is creating any sort of sunlight in the shade that's reflecting off of 215 E.C. Street, the OVITT Family Community Library, where it was over the same building as you'll see in images this morning as I arrived during the 10 a.m. hour. And it is also not going to be at the Motel 6 in Arcadia, California, where I am at today in 2024. A sex offender is intentionally engaging in what is presence of a communication of a threat. That's the Ontario Police that are gang stalking. You go to federal prison for that. And the Ontario Police is surrounded with evidence of them gang stalking me at a plethora of venues throughout the City of Ontario. And what you'll see, the pattern is the fake sun over me while they're gang stalking as a corrupt police department. They're also demons, okay? Remember, the fake sun is over this parking garage at 10 in the morning? And the ceiling inside of that parking garage is filled with Engineer Light. That's Engineer Light, and the library is filled with Engineer Light while sex offenders surround and the entity is maintaining the elements of monitoring. Okay, that's P.O.C. They did Airlines, that's engaged in federal group stalking and monitoring, just like they are, while the fake sun remains over my hotel room, 2301 South Euclid Avenue, and Alan D. Wapner monitoring my vagina the entire stay from July 14, 2025 till today, August 4th, 2025. 2025, remaining at Economy Inn, where the fake son never left that hotel building. It remained right over me. That's how you know that Alan D. Wapner is also monitoring my vagina with sex offenders who are surrounding an engineered light. That's impossible light activity. This is the impossible occurrence where gang stalking police officers are proven and exposed, and they're also shown to be sex offenders, domestic terrorists, that are monitoring while they make automobile activity, monitoring me, stating, please get out of the street, as though that's some sort of guise to engage in any sort of execution of a duty of an officer. He is not an officer. Officers, law enforcement officers, are not engaged in domestic terrorism, gang stalking, and monitoring my genitalia, which is what he's doing, okay? He's going to federal prison. Okay, this is P.O.C. This is 215 E.C. Street. And the entity is engaging in what is surrounding. And I want to be clear, it's a specific tactic. While the sex offenders, who are the people of the state, driving an engineered light, that's stalking, which is what they were doing at the hotel the entire time. While they are going to be federally prosecuted, this is the population sharing in that. Now, this demon is just not driving an Ontario police vehicle. License 27091E4, light activity, ongoing impossible light activity, and hopping in the vehicle with regard to the same exact pattern of conduct. That's P.O.C. Impossible light moves across that. That's not sunlight. The fake sun's on the opposite side, and there's no reflection off of the building that's going to create that. That's a demon that's monitoring. That's exactly what the Ontario Police Department do. I just want to make sure that it is understood. I've already proven and prosecuted the government on the internet. I'm going to prosecute in federal court. This is the entity that engaged in what is an unlawful eviction from Tracy Banks' apartment. Tracy Banks is still gang stalking. She's as obsessed with my vagina as I'm showing the Ontario Police Department are and the people of the state are. She's an incestuous sex offender, just like the government actors Alan D. Wapner and Mike LORENZ. She's going to federal prison, and the entity is engaging what is monitoring me while I'm remaining at the hotel of Economy Inn, and while I remain today at what is 215 E.C. Street, where the fake son is over me this morning. And the entity that is engaging in that's the entity that is going to be prosecuted civilly and criminally. All right. The ongoing sexual violence with regard to monitoring my vagina inside of the OVITT Family Community Library,